What's going on? What's going on? We got a special guest today. Making sure everything. Got a special guest today, y'all. Making sure everything's straight, y'all. You know what it is. You know what's going on. Shout out to your boy, man. Shout out to everybody who fuck with me. We're in Spiel Holyfield. Oh. Close the closet here. Gonna dump that out. Wait for people to come in. Welcome. We already got somebody in here. You hear me? In and out, out and in. So, special guest today. Good friend of mine. Kind of gonna chime in today on different subjects. Wait for people to tune in. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll up. Usually I'll be playing the music, but you're occupying the other phone. So let's just take our time out to thank all the sponsors. Shout out to 15 Seconds of Fame, Jakuda Shop, Trey Bolo. Shout out to Viral Vibes, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody playing the music, the albums and stuff. Shout out to the one person watching right now. So, that being said, right? I don't know how long I'm going to go on this live, but, yeah, damn, you know what I'm saying? Danileigh, 5 years, right, Eli? 5-year probation for getting drunk, for getting stupid drunk. You got kids, you got a career, because people know your name, you got family, you got all these things. So for me, I think it was a bad representation for females. It was a dent on her career, because now you always got to tend to somebody, and now your bread got to go to something else. You know what I'm saying? And what a lot of people don't want to say is that live where her and Dababy got to fighting, she might have been drunk. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that live? How do you feel about her might have been in intoxication? I feel like she probably was, because if you holding Dababy, you saying all these weird things, saying he wants you to leave, yet he just wants you to leave and not kicking Dababy out. You know what I'm saying? How do you feel about that? Do you feel like she was now, or do you feel like
going off based off facts now? We just going off facts. We don't do too many opinions for real on this on your channel. Going off facts, you got a DUI, you have a drinking problem.
Right.
Then you just wake up and slip on a banana peel and get a DUI.
Oh, we got people watching now. Come on.
We don't just randomly get a DUI on a Wednesday. You have been drinking for a while to the point where you're like, you have to make a poor choice of judgment to the point where you decided to drive and you're drunk, which means during that time of the Dababy situation, you probably was drunk. 8 times out of 10, you was drunk.
Okay, so basically what you're saying is, if we go back in history now, do people have to apologize to Dababy for almost trying to make him seem like he was a bitch about the situation, or he shouldn't have called the cops on a female, or whatever the fuck? You know, what like?
Of course, for a man to get like the cops involved, given his background, like history,
and then he got a body already, exactly. So you can,
cops involved, but they know you know what I'm saying, in his situation. So I mean, it had to been pretty serious, where he was like a female is acting out of character.
I also want to say something about this too, and that was a good thing that you brought up too, with his past. I think he did have to definitely have that on camera, right? Y'all praise me catching the body on camera, but when I catch my baby mama going crazy with the baby on camera, y'all don't fuck with me about that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know,
yeah, bro, he hit her?
No. No, he didn't.
What's the other? I mean, I'm saying, would they have rather that? I mean, they got so much.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like, would you have rather? Oh, okay. Right. I got you.
Got so much slack for doing the right thing. It's like, would you rather them do the wrong thing in this situation?
I don't know, man. Like, I would have rather him do what he did. Call the cops. And then, he was so open about it. He was so open about this shit on the live. He was like, y'all know what's going on with me right now. They already trying to cancel me, da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? Because that was around the time when he said the shit on stage and $30 million gone. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, that was around the time when he got canceled, too.
So, I feel like it's safe to say, get her donkey of the day.
Yeah, man. One more time for the camera, the crowd, and the people, man. Now, what I will say is, I won't harp on her too much, right? Because I always do both sides of it. Like, what if she's drinking because people are stressing her out? Maybe there's certain factors we don't see, obviously. And it gets to a point where if she told you her story, you would be like, I kind of feel where you're coming from. Do you think that it's one of those? Do you think that maybe she has a reason even because of the stardom, because of the fact you have to look at it from both sides? And then, too, right? Who's to say that she didn't pick up a habit from somebody and didn't, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, what type of sympathy can you have for somebody who's on probation? Would you rather her get mental help? You know what I'm saying? Rather than come at her and say she's a bad mother, she's this, that, this, and, you know what I'm saying? Would you rather try to come at her and say, get a motherfucker some help?
I don't want to bash any mom.
But I'm gonna say this. I don't think we're bashing the mom. Go ahead.
I don't want to bash any mom, but me, like, being a parent, I kind of feel for her, but at the same time, you're a mom. Cause you tend to your kidneys definitely do some cleaning. You know what I'm saying, right? So it's not like you don't. But how do you feel about somebody being that irresponsible? But there may be a reason for it, right? As I take a sip. I don't like DUI DWI or DUI charge from a non-parent, let alone, you have a child, a responsibility, an ongoing responsibility. At some point, you just got to be like, certain habits or certain situations I'm going to try to stay away from. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if I got it with my new relationship or somebody around me is doing it. Mm-hmm. You got to stray away from certain shit just because, you're a parent. You don't have as much leeway as somebody that's a non-parent, right?
Right.
And even people like, you know what I'm saying, goddamn Henry Ruggs or Marshawn Lynch, these athletes get charges and underneath the influence, hey, they lost their whole career behind this.
All right, and I'm gonna say this. So basically, what you're saying is and mental health. She definitely needs the criticism. You know what I'm saying? Being a mom, she definitely needs the criticism when it comes to
a public figure. Also, people look up to you, man. Little girls look up to at some point to her.
What's going on, Dre 787? We got somebody who tuned in, man. What's going on? Oh, we got 8 people tuned in right now, man. It's jumping up and down. It's probably gonna have about 150 people who watching, heard your voice. But what we're gonna do is this. We're gonna create a verbal poll. For the people, do you think what's going on? Do you think at this point now that Danileigh, what's going on? 2 skulls, 1 swing. What's going on, my husky? Yeah, that's my darling. My husky. Yeah, you know how 50 Cent. I be doing that too, you know what I'm saying? Get the little song going out, freestyle form, you know what I mean? I'm from the Trill Gang, Shitty Gang, Lady LA Gang. That sounds very interesting. It sounds very, very interesting. I hope to know more of it once I get off this live. Very curious. I might even look it up. But what? Who's bigger now? Dababy or Danileigh? And just put it in the comments whenever y'all read this. You know what I'm saying? First time here, 2 scores, 1 swing. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. And since I was already here before you, because it's technically my live, it's nice to meet you. You hear me? But we gonna and shout out to my guy Eli. Shout out to the Book of Eli, aka Eli Manning, aka E Don't Lie. You hear me? But I try to really conform these lives to have people have opinions on the shit, whether you like it, whether you don't like it. My guy being a guest here is taking time out of his beautiful day. You know what I'm saying? To come here and talk shit.
This is not a live to bash Danileigh, but it's more so to bash the situation of got a DUI.
5 year probation.
90% of mothers in America have full custody of their children, which means you are the sole provider 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
Even if the baby is traveling, doing shows, touring, you are still 24/7 on call mother, which means you can't get a DUI charge. What are we doing?
Let's talk. And I'm gonna continue, but pause real quick. Pause, but continue. Right? Pause. Hurry up and wait real quick. Shout out to Chill Gang, Shitty Gang, LA Gang. Shout out to True Freeman Gang. They said somebody named True Freeman to send us to the live. So shout out to True Freeman. I have no idea who the fuck it is, right? But continue now. You good? Go ahead. Run it up. Let's go. Run it.
We can't afford to put ourselves in certain predicaments at a certain point, you know?
Yeah.
If the baby sole father and a single father of the kid, right?
Right.
Get to an altercation.
Uh-huh.
Now we kind of got to think of who is a good alternative as a parent or guardian, quote unquote, /guardian /guardian of the child, because the parent is in.
Would you say the child? I mean, who's more in danger here, the child or the parents? You get what I'm saying?
Definitely.
The child.
Or him or herself.
Right. Okay, so now it's more so like not bashing Danileigh, not bashing her career, the singing, none of that. It's more so like the specific thing that happened here was just irresponsibility with a kid, live, kind of just being in the moment of not being a mother, more so being this, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Kind of just a reactor, you know what I'm saying? Not really thinking too much, I feel like. Because when she said that he wanted to kick her out with the kid and shit, I didn't believe that shit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't believe it. I did believe that he wanted her gone. You know what I mean?
They just so happened to have a kid together.
Just so happened to have a kid together. And she just so happened to have the kid in her hand when she said that shit. That's a psychological move. Like, oh, you want me gone with the kid? He's like, no, like, bitch, you need to leave. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Give me the child. Like, give me the child. So, like I said before, this is the poll question, the verbal poll question. You know what I'm saying? Who's bigger now, Danileigh or Dababy? Just artist wise. I mean, we ain't got to answer that. They didn't answer that. I do want to go into. Oh, yo, cut it, man. We can't play nothing. Can't play nothing on the live, yeah. Unless it's my music, can't play nothing. Because they gonna cut it off. They gonna cut it off, yeah. They're gonna cut it off. Shout out to YouTube, man. Shout out to YouTube. You know what I'm saying? It's Eli first time, man. Give us some grace. Give us a little space. We in my place. You hear me? So, but Eli, I do want to tell you something for game. Like I said, you can play my music on here, and I gave it permission to get licensed. I don't know about everybody else who gave they people permission to get licensed and stuff. You know, it's a whole industry thing or whatever. So,
okay.
That's how I was gonna kind of do it too, to ask you to play the music and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? If you wanted to, but my shit though, because it's on my channel, they gonna be like, okay, he copyrighted himself. You know what I'm saying? That's how. Yeah. All right. First time here. Shout out J Love, Dre 787, 2 score, 1 swing. Everybody right now, because every time somebody tune in, that shit be fucking my head up. My bad, I had a text come in. This the code is getting that law. Tyra is the code is getting that law. Hey, look. Whoever Tyra is, whoever, you know what I'm saying, the code is getting that law. That's what's up. But fuck all that. Listen. And this is a good segment point, because this is kind of who I want to talk about, because he's been talking about a lot of shit, right? Joe Budden talked about the situation when it came to Dababy and when it came to Danileigh, right? And he named a car for an edit out sub. BMW. Get a sub. Noah Edit Cars. Shout out to Noah Edit Cars. He Noah how to edit car. He Noah how to edit a car. I don't know. I tried to make it work. Fuck him. But Joe Budden said something about the situation, and I believe that he went along the lines of, he kind of didn't want to say nothing, but he was going to say something, which is what he always do, right? He'd be like, I ain't going to say nothing but type shit. And he went into, like, kind of what we said, kind of like, he glad that Dababy at that time of him going against the LGBTQIA BCF community, he had to put that on camera in order to save his ass. Because he was already losing shows as that was happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was as he was going through that in real time, he was like low key, I guess, getting canceled or whatever the fuck, you know? So, which he really wasn't. He was just losing shows because people didn't want the heat that he brought after that, because it made him look bad publicity, which I didn't get, because Rolling Loud kept him. Everybody Rolling Loud, I think Hot 97 kept him or some shit like that. It's like 1 or 2 people that kept him. But everybody else cut him. But I think Joe Budden had something to say about that. What's up? Yet it is out there. I guess that's what you're supposed to say. Yet it is out there. Stay strong, brother. Appreciate it. Y'all like, subscribe, man. Shout out to the Book of Eli, aka Eli Man, aka He Don't Lie. You hear me? Special guest. Wasn't supposed to be here, but he here. You know what I'm saying? So y'all should give a fuck. You know what I mean? But Joe Budden said something too along the lines about Charlemagne, right? Charlemagne the God.
Yeah, the beef between him and Charlemagne.
He basically said, it's done. He's done. He said he's done because, and he was trying to make it seem like he wasn't trying to diss him, but basically he's saying he's done because he feels like Charlemagne got too many accolades. Angela Yee left. DJ Envy's a scammer, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? You got the FBI coming in your fucking studio. You got people suing you. And if you don't, it's not you. Well, I'm talking about DJ Envy still now. You got people suing you, shit like that. Your name's in it. So you got Charlemagne, the guy who, I guess, who's feeling like, because he already got the little thing with Andrew Schultz. He got the show with Andrew Schultz. I think Brilliant Idiots or something like that. He got his own little shit where he goes out and interviews people. I think he got something else going on too. You know, and I'm pretty sure he's just active in like festival.
A form of hate?
Yes, definitely. Joe Budden is definitely a hater. I don't think Joe Budden is bisexual. I think his conscience is bisexual. You know what I'm saying? And I think that when he talks, he's always fighting with himself, just conflicted. You know, that's just me joking. But seriously, I do think it's a bit of hate because he's going through, Charlemagne went through what Joe Budden went through when his cast kind of got split up and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And you remember with Rory and Mal, you know, Rory and Mal got their own podcast now. The new Rory and Mal, they got their own podcast. So Rory and Mal split from Joe Budden, kind of like how Charlemagne is like now in real time, kind of losing his cast. Like we see it happening in real time. You know, people don't want to respect that it's a lot of shit happening in real time. Like this is history going on, whether it be media, whether it be in politics or whatever. You got to respect the fact that this is going on and this matters to a lot of people. You know, and this affects people. So I think that with Joe Budden seeing Charlemagne being a bit vulnerable and Charlemagne just being a shit talker anyway, I felt like he kind of throwing shots at him too because it's a podcast, it's a pod war, you know. He's trying to do this. He's trying to do this podcast versus radio shit. We killing it. Y'all dying off type of shit. You know what I mean? It's a whole, I feel like, background, underlying undertone behind it. But in the front face of it, it's just like Joe Budden talking shit. But I do think it's more, you know what I'm saying, when you check their alliances, who they're aligned to and stuff like that. And, you know, so because you could even see him, you know, Joe Budden, you know, how he talks about battle rap, how he talks about certain things. You can kind of tell who his allegiance is to, how he talks. Have you kept up with Joe Budden's podcast recently? That's what I want to ask first.
Have I came across it?
Yeah. Have you came across it? When's the last one you saw? It doesn't matter either. This is not something. This ain't no structured show. This is just going like.
Keeping up with him recently, but I'm definitely not a unfamiliar to his podcast. I know how his antics and how he trolls. So I'm not with him. I really don't know if it's. I'm really on the fence if it's hating, if it's just Joe Budden, because we know Joe Budden gonna Joe Budden. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's. He don't need publicity. Joe Budden has never really needed publicity. I mean, he's already had a growing channel on his own, a growing podcast on his own. For him to come out and say something about Charlemagne having the accolades, I mean, you have just as many accolades as he do.
Well, I feel like Joe Budden hasn't, you know, when it comes to people like Charlemagne, he's been doing that shit for like 20 years. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's been in the syndicated radio business for way longer than Joe Budden. You know, even though Joe Budden probably been doing it, it doesn't mean that Charlemagne's been like, that's been what he does. And I think that's a bit of a difference, you know.
I think he probably mastered it a little bit quicker than Joe Budden, but I mean, Joe Budden's not out of the running in the same field or the same lane as Charlemagne. I gotta disagree. I think Joe Budden is just now coming up to that. I think he's just now hitting the point of where he can feel like he can even talk about Charlemagne. I swear to God, I don't feel like that. I don't feel that. I gotta disagree with that. Got to. That's just like saying that Shannon Sharp right now is on the same level with Charlemagne got. The fuck he's not. He just got a lot of good shit going right now. Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's on a good run. I'm not gonna lie. Joe Budden's on a good run. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he had some nice guests on there. He had Kevin Samuels on there.
It's took off though. He is.
My bad. Go ahead. What'd you say?
No, on the same run, like Charlemagne has took off. Like I say, he's been doing it. That's his personality. That's who he is.
Yeah, you can't take that away from Charlemagne. I don't care if you like him or not. Now with Joe Budden over the years, you know, he's gotten viral moments as well, though. You know what I'm saying? The dissing Drake, you know what I'm saying, while having a podcast. And then he had Kevin Samuels on there. What else? Did he have Fresh and Fit on there? I think it was somebody like Fresh and Fit or somebody on there.
You got a Fresh and Fit podcast? Yeah, those two guys.
He had them on there. He had Jim Jones, when Jim Jones' name was going around the blogs and just he was talking about he was kissing his mama and shit. It's just weird. And it was you know, moments like that, you know what I'm saying, when you capture it and you actually make sense of it. He's had people on there. He's had a lot of females on there too. You know what I'm saying? I think he had a lot on there. Who else he done had on? He done had some people on there. I think he had Jasmine Sullivan on there. I think he done had who else? He done had some stars on there. So it's not like he just don't like doing that shit. He was always big on saying that too. So I think that's why Charlemagne surpassed him, or not surpassed him, Charlamagne kind of gonna have that one up on him. He has way more interviews with way more people than he does, which creates way more viral moments. No matter if you want to say, "Oh, well, that's what he does." Well, goddamn, if I'm a drummer, you mad because I know how to drum good? You mad because I know how to interview motherfuckers to get viral moments? That's my job. You in my lane now, and now you know what I'm saying. So I just feel like Charlamagne is vulnerable right now. He's kind of carpe diem the moment. Joe Budden carpe diem the moment.
Yeah. I mean, and if you're at the top like that, you kind of got to expect to get little jabs from people underneath you at some point.
Yeah, you do. You got to expect some jabs at some point. I believe that even because you don't hear like Willie D, you know what I'm saying shit about nobody. You don't hear fucking really Joe Rogan trying to, you know what I'm saying, diss nobody. You don't really hear like other people with other podcasts. They in their own shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't hear who else got a big podcast. I'm trying to think. Who else? I already said Andrew Schultz, but I'm trying to say who else got a big. Who else? Just anybody with that in that lane. You know what I'm saying? Anybody in that lane type shit.
Everybody else not really shots at nobody. You know what I'm saying? Because they got their own thing they're trying to build up. Like you said with Shannon Sharp. Everybody got their own platform they're trying to build up. So
Math Hoffa would be somebody. Math Hoffa, with my expert opinion, would definitely be somebody up in that type of. I just thought about that. We can't leave Math Hoffa out of this shit when we talking about people who doing it big. He got almost 1 million goddamn subscribers off this battle rap shit. You know what I'm saying? Off him being a battle rapper. Not battle rap shit, but being a battle rapper and then building your brand from that, kind of ascending. You know what I'm saying? It took some years, but it was quick. The way that it happened for him was quick. You know what I'm saying? So definitely somebody like that too. And Joe Budden has been on his show too, Matt Hoffa, talking about the breakup. And around the same time, it was funny because Matt Hoffa went through the same thing with his cast. His people broke up and they went and made some shit called Bag Fuel. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Made some shit called Bag Fuel. So shout out to them, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like Rory and Mal did. But I think that Joe Budden is very good and psychologically placing himself in situations to be talked about because now his opinion matters in hip hop and rap and pop culture when it comes to media and stuff like that. And so when he says shit like Charlamagne, I do feel like he at this point he's deliberately doing things to make himself synonymous with those names now. It's less about trying to compete with him because he got the back and the numbers now. It's more about him like, all right, let me just see who I want to pick to fuck with, you know, to be compared with. You know what I mean?
It's a hot topic, so I mean, I get it. I do. I get it.
Yeah, and then
that's not neither. It's not neither here or there, but
yeah, that ain't what we talking about.
Right.
That ain't what we talking about. Hold on, real quick. Yeah. So, and you know, that's that. Let me before we continue, man. Let me shout out Viral Vibes, 15 Seconds of Fame, Jakuda Shop, Trey Bolo, all the companies who fuck with me. Anybody who tuned into this shit. Anybody who did anything for everything in this shit. You know what I'm saying? Probably already had hundreds of people watching, jumping in and out. Shout out to everybody who said what up. Let's just find the subject real quick. Let me find the subject, y'all. Shout out to Eli, man, coming out. This. Got one. So we got Kodak Black. Kodak got a drug test, right? And if I made a short on something he did or whatever, all that shit got dismissed. He got charged with it, but he got dismissed, you know what I'm saying, on drug charges. But they say he's still going to the feds. How do you feel about the last 2 years of Kodak Black?
He's been honestly one of God's favorite. Like with this recent charge, he got for cocaine and, it wasn't in his system. However, he had possession of cocaine. So you can't negate that factor. I mean, yeah, he got dismissed. He's got pardoned by the president. He's been in and out of these different altercations. They say he's either God's favorite or he's telling. Or either he's telling. I hate to say it. I love Kodak, love his music. But me personally, something's going on. Who else could get that man? Who else could get so much dismissed? Get in and out of jail so fast?
I mean, it's all about who you know, man, and he probably knows some voodoo or some shit too. Hey, we 30 minutes in. Usually on here, is when the viewers start to be like, all right, peace, woo, woo. People come in every now and again, but people be watching afterwards like a motherfucker. So I would like for you to do something. Could you please pick an album of mine and just let it play through, and we can kind of pause and talk about the songs. We can still talk about shit too, but just have it kind of in the background playing. That's what I do. If like I was gonna do that on my phone, I wait about 30, 35 minutes, and I'm like, all right, boom, play the music. Hey, look, if you keep appearing with me, I'll start paying you to show up. People watching, bro. People watching this shit.
I'm a bomb.
But just pick, you know what I'm saying, any song, but just only mine. I'm not trying to be selfish. I'm just not trying to get my live fucked up. You know what it is, you know what the fuck it is, you know what the fuck it is. Shout out to all the viewers, man. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all watching, man. Whoever brought y'all here, whatever brought you here to watch me, appreciate it. You might get like talking business right in front of your face. I said I start breaking them off. He come through, you hear me? So this is how we doing it. Cause I do not want to waste this man's time. I don't know, y'all can't see him, but I don't know if y'all want to. What up, Kaylee? Eli, I want you to riddle me this. What makes you like good music? What makes you say that's good music? What's up, Caitlin Brown? What makes you say what's good music? Is it the BPM, the tone of voice, the choice of beats, the producer that made it, the cover art? What is it? What gets you first?
I would say the message and the beat first. I don't really care about who produced it or, who mastered it, none of that. I would say more so the message I feel like the artist is trying to convey, just like with you reading a book. What is the author trying to convey to the reader? What is the artist trying to convey to the listener? And on top of that, if it sounds good and you got a message to get out to the world and that's good, I'll listen to it.
If somebody had a bio, what would be one sentence that would make you keep reading the whole bio? What's one sentence that would make you keep reading the whole bio?
As an artist, or
what would be one sentence that would make you keep reading the rest of the bio?
I really don't know. It's got to be captivating, obviously. I really don't know.
That's something him do, y'all. He's not a dog. It's not a dog. But hey, look on some real shit. I asked that because I want people to think about, what they hear and what they read about people to kind of put two and two together. You know what I'm saying? And oh shit, time is it? Yeah, hold on. I'll be right back. But to put two and two together, right? Because you got Sukihana out here saying she's not a fucking musician. You sound like your pH level and your vagina is off. You know what I'm saying? And I really feel like that when you have people who do music and don't say that they're not musicians, it's like, cool. I'm glad you don't see yourself as that, so I don't have to count you in that shit anymore. You know what I'm saying? I guess. I don't know, It's kind of weird, you know what I'm saying? But what do you feel about Sukihana saying she's not a musician? Do you agree or disagree? I'll be right back, but you can talk. Take it away. I got viewers. Take it away.
I really, in that aspect, I really feel like she's a musician. She's a public figure, yes. We give her that. We're gonna give her that. I don't really care for her music. Not to hate on her. It's just not my cup of tea, personally.
Right. Right.
Do I look at Sukihana and be like, oh, yeah, I'm checking for the new track that dropped? Nah.
Absolutely not. Absolutely fucking not. You hear me? You see what the fuck I'm saying? We're not checking for Sukihana here, you know what I mean? She say she licks men's assholes like vaginas. Like, I'm cool off that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's a weird thing. Like, it's weird as fuck.
To be honest, I'm not even for her new sex tapes. I'm not, it's just out here. She's
her and Sexy Red remind me of two females from Gay City.
Yeah. Your average good project chick.
Remind me of two motherfuckers from Gay City. But not the good ones, not the ones who there because they trying to save bread and they in college or, you know what I'm saying, they got one kid trying to, it's the ones.
It's the ones that's going to be stuck there. It's like a force field.
It's the ones who it's crazy, bro. It's crazy what these type of females will do to get attention. And it's not supposed to represent what the masses are supposed to look at, that type of female. That ain't it. I swear to God, that's just that bitch. Sukihana, we do not claim Sukihana and Sexy Red. They are like gender fluid or something. I don't know. We ain't claiming them bitches.
Here.
Yeah, we're not claiming them. Where the music at, man? Play my shit, man. Let's get it. We gotta talk up over that shit. Turn down a little bit. Keep going. You know what I'm saying? But
I mute it when it gets to the ads and shit.
Let them play. The ads cool. Shit, ads cool. That pay me shit. Ads is cool. They ain't gonna, YouTube ain't gonna shut you down if you play ads on YouTube that YouTube play type shit.
Okay.
Nah, you good on that. I thought that too. I was like, shit, let me skip through this motherfucker or pause it, but I was like, shit, they ain't shut my shit down for that. They copyright my shit for like the music I play or whatever. But yeah, man, yeah, so all these topics, all these subjects, y'all, just think about this shit next time we all looking at these people and what they represent. You know what I'm saying? What does Joe Budden represent? What does Sukihana represent? Sexy Red represent? What does Dababy represent? What does Danileigh represent? What do all these motherfuckers represent? What are they trying to show you? What are they trying to give off? You know what I'm saying? When you see these names pop up in these topics and these subjects, you gotta know it's for a reason. It's a product getting sold. Like Jay-Z, his name started popping up out of nowhere. Guess what? He got a partnership with Versace. That's why. That's why we saw his name coming up so much, because he was building up for us to know about the Versace. Did you know that he got a partnership with Versace? No wonder why we started seeing his name come up. All right. We're going to go a little bit longer, man. I think I got about 20-something% of my motherfucking phone anyway. We're going to wait till it get to a certain little itty-bitty, you know what I'm saying, titty committee. Me and my nigga Eli gonna smoke chill, man. I ain't fucking with y'all like that, but. Eli, before we leave out, before we dip, what would you like to say to the people, man? This your first time here. This your first time on, you know what I'm saying, participate with me and shit. You had a lot of viewers. We had maybe about 60 or 70. I don't really know. I'll check. I'll let you know. Because how many views we had is how many people who viewed it. You know what I'm saying? That's how lives go. So for the people,
if you haven't by now, not only keep tuning in to the shorts and the lives, but also it's a new album on the way. Look for it on all platforms within the next 2 weeks. He going up. Check for it. It's gonna be the hottest listen to all summer. All year. Check for it. Like a date. Like the first, like you waiting on the check. The album is coming. Stay tuned. Big things coming.
Appreciate that, man. I ain't even gonna say that. You could have said anything. Shout out to my nigga daughter Leilani, bro. Shout out to my nigga daughter Leilani, bro. We don't talk about her much.
Number love.
We don't talk about her much because, and I'm being vulnerable right now, me and his friendship. We don't talk about her much because I be feeling like, niggas bringing up kids, shit's weird, but at the same time, I do every now and again try to let you know. I do think about, you know what I'm saying, your daughter, your kid, you, and see how y'all doing and shit like that, because you feel
Right.
So shout out to your daughter, nigga, one time. Big dog in this bitch.
Love.
You know what I'm saying? But shout out to myself, man. Shitting on everybody, you know what I'm saying, every time we do this shit. A quote before I leave this motherfucker. The ledge that you stand on could be the same thing that you fall for. I'm out, man. Get the fuck up out of here, man. Get the fuck up out of here, bro. Get the fuck up out of here. The Don Juan, the Mark, shit like that. I'm out, man. Come on, you two. Stop playing. I press the X, bitch. Fuck out, bye.